Hey, it's Lori Ballen here, and I am going to build a website today, and you guys are going to come along and follow along. I have built websites before on several platforms, several different hosts, always on WordPress for the last, I don't know, decade anyway. WordPress is definitely my favorite. So what we're going to do today is we're going to build a real estate agent website on WordPress, and we're going to use a real estate theme. I think we'll go ahead and use the Agent Press one probably. I've done that training before, but not on this particular platform. And we're building a niche website for a hyper-local community. So I already have a main website. This is going to be an additional one. And then I have an idea to build a bunch of small websites in addition to that. After I do this one, I'm going to do a first-time home buyer one. And very specifically for a reason, because I want to keep these websites as small and as niche focused as I possibly can for a better user experience and for a better rankings with the search engine. So no, I'm not trying to build like a private blog network, so to say, for those of you that understand search engine optimization. It's more for, let me get these really small and focused so that the whole conversation on the website is about one small particular topic. So that's what we're going to do today. Now, we're going to go ahead and build this on WP Engine. There's a link below in this video. Click on that before you sign up to see what kind of discounts I might be able to offer you as an affiliate. I do earn 6 figures in affiliate marketing, and I do benefit when purchases are made through my links. Sometimes they get you a better discount. Sometimes they're just regular links. So check it out. I know this last one that I should be posting in there was, let's see, that one was a Halloween special with a risk-free 60 days and then 2 months free with annual prepay. Sometimes they give us different offers, and if so, I'll include those in the link below. You can also message me and see what I've got going at the time. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just build this on WP Engine. Now, most of us are fine with a startup plan right here. Now, this plan is going to allow us to build our WordPress website. We're going to get our StudioPress themes within this website. We're going to get our SSL certificate. So we're going to get a lot of the things that we need in that startup. This is not going to include our IDX or our home valuation landing pages or any of those things, which we're going to add in separately. So I wanted to give you guys all the experience of actually building a website together and what that looks like. Now, if this gets to be too complicated and you want to have your website built, my brothers over at ballenbrands.com actually build these all out to my specifications. So feel free to reach out to them if you want to get a quote on what it looks like, and they will set up your hosting and IDX and home valuation landing pages and themes and analytics and whatnot. But if you're a do-it-yourselfer, then stay here with me and we'll go ahead through this and get it set up. So your first step, and you can go ahead and pause the video if you want to follow along with me, is to go ahead and pick your hosting plan. The second one is really great for people that are going to have a ton of traffic and want to build more than one website. So like I want to build a 55 plus website. I want to build new construction website. I want to build Mountain's Edge and Henderson and Green Valley. So on my next run, if I'm really happy with how this whole setup goes, then I'll probably come back and get this one for the other ones. But I want to do one first and make sure this is all perfectly smooth, start to finish, and then I'll probably come back and do the one where I get 5 websites. Because it's cheaper if you do it that way. Just enough. It's enough to be, it's enough cheaper. Okay, so you can pay for these monthly or you can pay for these annually. Okay, so take a look and see what my link gives you. Price ranges run anywhere from $28 to $35 a month, and then whatever promo they give us, sometimes you get some extras. Like, so we said this one is risk-free for 60 days, save 70 by getting 2 months free with this particular link. Okay, so go ahead and pick your startup plan and click Get Started. Now let me walk you through this next side, okay, so that you can understand. Now, you might also be able to apply coupons to this if you have Honey installed you might have the addition to add another coupon. So go ahead and check out if there's any special codes you can enter here and get it cheaper. If I have one or know of any, I'll put them in the link below with your sign up link. Okay, so we're going to do the startup subscription. Do you want to pay $350 annually and get the 2 months free, or do I want to pay monthly for $35? I would generally recommend annual. If you're committed to this, you know you're going in for the long haul, do the annual so you get the free months. That's just always going to be your better value. If you're not sure, you're just playing around, then you might want to do monthly so that you can cancel it. Now remember, your hosting is what makes your website live. We're going to get the WordPress once we move through this. We're going to get our themes, like 35 StudioPress themes. So with this, we'll be able to get our website functioning, and then we have to go add some other tools like our IDX. You can move hosting later. You can move to another hosting environment later if for some reason you don't like this. But this is what makes your website live. So the website host is very important. It also is the speed of your website. It's the overall general health of your website is connected to those servers. So who you choose matters. And WP Engine is definitely a leading host in the industry. I don't think any of them are perfect, but this one's a leading one. And I've been hosting with Flywheel, and WP Engine recently bought Flywheel, so all under the same umbrella there. All right, so how many additional sites do you want? I'm not going to do any of those. Smart Plugin Manager. Let me tell you what this is. Your plugins add functionality to your website. So your plugins are going to be things like your IDX solution, your landing pages, your analytics. Sometimes there's graphics, or like Opt-in Monster that I use for pop-ups. Those are all going to be plugins, and they require regular updating. It's just a click of a button. It's super easy. And a lot of people forget about them, and that makes your website vulnerable to hackers. And you're going to want to keep those updated. So if you're going to go be in your website once a week or whatever anyway, then you can just click the button when it tells you need updates, and I'll show you where those are as we move along. But if you aren't going to do that, then go ahead and add the $10, the $100 a year if you're paying annual, or if we're paying monthly, this changes. See that? $10 a month. So it's going to add $10 a month, and then it will update everything for you automatically. So keep your environment secure by automatically keeping all your WordPress plugins up to date. Your call. Okay, and then the next one is gain insights into content and author performance. This is very interesting. I'm going to add this to mine, and I'm going to play with it and see how valuable it is. But I love the concept of having optimization suggestions within the platform. So that's interesting. And then geo-targeting, personalized content based on visitor location for $15 a month. We're going to be able to provide quality experiences based on their location, geographically relevant content. Very, very interesting stuff there. So you might want to do that or not do that. And then the next one is Global Edge Security. Enable advanced site security with DDoS protection, a web application firewall, SSL at the network edge, and Cloudflare, so it's enhanced security. And if you want to run multiple websites from a single install, I'm not going to mess with teaching much of that. So if you did all of that, you'd be spending $115 a month. Now, we're still going to add your IDX, which could run you, I don't know, let's just say $80 a month. And then maybe we're going to put listings to leads on there, which is like another $20. So let's just say another 100. So there's a couple $100 a month. If you added in Opt-in Monster or any of these other things, it could get more expensive from there. So you would be in the $200 to $300 a month range. Now, if you don't want that extra security, we don't want personalized content, we don't want insights right now, maybe we can add those later. We don't want the automatic plugins. It's $45. Oh, I don't even need that. So it's $35 a month. And then I'm sure they're probably going to upsell us later on the extras. And then you go add your IDX, so you're looking at like $120, right, a month. And then if you do listings leads, maybe an opt-in monster, so under a couple hundred easy a month for that website. So it all depends on what you're looking to build and where you're looking to go with that. Okay, so let's just go ahead and go with the regular hosting, and we'll go ahead and register, put our billing in, and we'll move on to the next screen. And if you want to do it annual, go for it. Do it annual. Okay, now once you have your set up, I'm not showing mine because it's got personal information in it, but the next screen that you get to shows you all of their very important information. It shows your subscription info. It's got your login name, your username. It does not have your password. And then you're going to get this email here from WP Engine that tells you how to log into the user portal. You can add teammates to give them permissions. You can migrate or build your website. You can add your domain name to the user portal. You can point the DNS, and you can add your SSL. So I'm going to walk you through those things. So what you're going to want to do now is you're going to want to pause the video, go get your email from them that has your username and password, and then you're going to follow along with me once you go ahead and log in. All right, you're also going to get an email that says your account must be activated. So you're going to see a few different emails. Once you see the email that says your account must be activated within 7 days, make sure you do that. Click through, and then here you're going to enter a new password, and you're going to go to create my account. Okay, once you're in WP Engine, you have activated your account and you've changed your password. You're going to be able to get to a control panel that looks like this, and I don't want you to get overly overwhelmed here by too much that's on this screen. It is a good idea to kind of go through these. You've got the ability here to set up your profile and change a phone number. You've got a portal to access your sites and environments. You've got an activity log, your smart plugin manager if you've bought it or you want to upgrade, your developer kit if you've bought it or you want to upgrade, how many sites you have. Okay, great. That's your just kind of home screen. Now, here you've got sites, and you're going to be able to access all of the websites that you have. So in this particular case, we've only registered one, so you can edit the name of that here. This is not your .com or your domain name. It's just how you would refer to it. So this is going to be my Summerlin real estate website, so I'm just calling it Summerlin. Up here we have themes, tools, users, and my account. So let's start off by going to themes, because we're going to need to put a theme on our WordPress website. Now, already we have a WordPress website. You haven't seen it yet, but it exists, okay? And it exists if you go to sites and you click on this, Summerlin, you're actually within all the controls of your website here, okay? Now, a lot of this is going to get very confusing, and you won't need to use too much of it. Okay, we're going to set up our actual domain name later, but let me go ahead and show you down here. WordPress admin is going to open your control panel that's going to allow you to access your WordPress website. So this is going to be your username and your password that you went ahead and set up when you set up your WP Engine information. So go ahead and put in your username and your password here. If you don't know what they are, go ahead and go back and check your email before we move on. If you're having a hard time finding your password, there were actually several emails that came through to you. One of them said, click here to access, I forget what it, hold on, let me see what it said. It says, well, let me see which one it was. Okay, it's this one here. So it gives you the environmental URL, and then WordPress admin says log in to WP admin. You have to click that to set up your password. Okay, so just to let you know, there were several separate emails done in very intentionally for security purposes. That one that says access the WP login, you need that. Now, when you log in here, you are in your WordPress website. That's it. That is it as far as how do I get my WordPress website? This is your WordPress website. Now, it doesn't have any design elements. It doesn't have any functionality outside of the basics here. So there's some things that we need to do to get it going, okay? Let me show you if I were to look at this. Anytime you want to look at your website, go up here to the corner where the name of the website is and click Visit Site. Okay, this is what your website looks like. So this is WordPress out of the box, right? This is what it looks like. You can start blogging, you can start WordPress, and you can start doing whatever. So there's some things that we need to do to build out this Summerlin website, and the first thing we need to do is put our theme on there. So, and again, we have not set up a custom domain or anything like that yet. We can move over a domain, we can register a domain. There's lots of things we can do, but let's worry about getting our website set up first, okay? So we're going to go back over to let's see. We're going to go back over to themes. Let me just get out of here. I have way too many windows open. Okay, here we go. Themes. In fact, let me get rid of these little babies here. Okay. So, StudioPress themes are built on Genesis Framework. So the Genesis Framework has all of the themes have similar stylings, and it's kind of like a house. The Genesis Framework is the house, and then each one of the rooms inside the house look different. They're decorated different, they have different functionality. This is kind of how it works. So Genesis Framework is the house, and the rooms inside are the StudioPress themes. So the first thing you have to do is download Genesis Framework. So we're going to go ahead and download Genesis Framework, and it's going to download in a zip file. You want that? Click Save. This is super easy if you follow my steps. So you can pause and then continue with the video if you need to. Okay, so now we've downloaded the Genesis Framework. We're going to go back over to our blog that we're logged into. Okay, go into Dashboard, Appearance, Themes. Dashboard, Appearance, Themes. Add New, Upload Theme, choose File, go to your downloads or wherever your zip file is, right here, Genesis, open. So you're not going to unpack or unzip that zip file. You're just uploading the whole zip file. Click Install Now. Next, Activate. Believe it or not, we just installed our Genesis Framework. So go back to your blog and take a look at it. And now it looks really ugly. Okay, we need to go put our StudioPress theme on it. So we're going to go back to our portal here, and we're going to take a look at our themes. Now you can go play with these themes. I actually have Magazine Pro on one of my websites. It's very pretty. Let's go ahead and find a real estate one, though, since we're building a real estate agent website. And I really like this Agent Press Pro for mine. And you can take a look. I think there's 35 that are in here, and any of them could become real estate websites, by the way. You don't have to use one particular theme. But I'll go ahead and pick that one because that seems to be a popular one. And you'll be able to change all kinds of things about it to make it more customized to your liking. So we're going to click on Download. Now, the nice thing is that you got this as part of your monthly hosting, where other people are paying $99 just to download the framework and the theme. So you've got that as part of your package here. So Agent Press Pro download. We're going to do it the same way we did with Genesis. Then we're going to go back to our blog, go back to Dashboard, and Appearance, Themes, Add New, Upload, choose File, Agent Press Pro, open. Install now. Activate. Visit the website. All right, check it out. We're getting there. Now you'll notice it does not look exactly like the theme did on the other page. So let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at what theirs looks like. Beautiful. Let's take a look at what ours looks like. Uh-oh. That's because we have not set up our homepage and our menu to look like theirs yet. So this is where your documentation is going to come in handy. So this is your documentation. Click there, and you're now going to get a step-by-step guide on how to set everything up, widget by widget by widget. Okay, so what these are on this home page, these are all actual widgets. Okay, now if you want to have IDX on your website, these are IDX. Those real estate listings, when they show up, are IDX. So your next step is there's a link on this video for IDX Broker. IDX Broker is who I use. Let me show you the website that I've already finished. So IDX Broker is who I use, and you can see here my IDX. And I like the ability to customize, change colors and designs. I like that they give me the IP address. I like the registration preferences. So for me, IDX Broker is a winner based on several IDXs that I have personally tested. So I'm going to use the same IDX for all of mine. So if you look below for the link and you go set up IDX Broker now, you're going to save the $99 setup fee using my link. Now here's what happens. The marketing company my brother owns are listed as IDX Broker developers, and that's how we're able to pass on that, get you that $99 discount. And as a benefit, we benefit financially when people sign up through IDX Broker as well. And then Ballen Brands becomes kind of your support. So you're not out there in the trenches. It doesn't mean that they provide support for free, but it does mean that you can now reach out to Ballen Brands at any time and say, hey, I'm struggling with this IDX, or I need help with my wrapper, or I need help with this design, or I want the boxes to look like this, this, and this. Okay, now you can use IDX Broker out of the box, and I can teach you how to do so many of the settings and things like that. But if you want customization, and I'll show you where I'll show you an example of customization. Go back to our original website here. Okay, here it is. So see where you have like these little banners up in the corner and you have colors on the blog. These are customization. We don't have a ton of customization on ours, but those are some of them that make a difference. If you want these edited, there's some things that we're doing. You would be amazed at some of the customization being done with these IDX pages to make them look very unique. And yet they don't require that either. So you can use it out of the box, and you can learn some editing yourself, or you can hire Ballen Brands to develop something that's more custom to you guys without spending a ridiculous amount of additional money. So you can talk to them about that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our documentation, which is now, where did I open it? Okay, let's do it right here, documentation. Okay,